feel fining parents is the right way forwards. Parents should be setting an example to the children, and parents should be taking interest in their child's education to encourage them to go to school. By fining the parents, you're offering a very real consequence to the parents for not sending their children to school. Some parents just can't be bothered and they really don't care about education, they just don't feel it's important. If children see that, they're going to start copying that attitude, and that's when you get truants. If children repeatedly miss school, parents will end up in prison. Recently there was a story in the news where a mother ended up in prison for a month because her two daughters repeatedly weren't at school over a period of time. I feel parental responsibility does play a very important part in truancy, but also I feel the government should be giving more support. I understand giving out fines, and I understand why the government feels prison can be necessary, but I think parental involvement can only help so much. I mean, after all, if your children's going to secondary school, the chances are they're walking themselves to school, and you don't know where they go after they leave the house. I think it would be better if the child was removed from the school if they repeatedly played truant and placed in a different school. Well, I thought this was a good idea anyway, until my son came home with reports of a new boy in his class who was being very disruptive with other pupils and ruining their lessons. I was quite concerned about this, and after he came home with the same stories for a few weeks, I actually contacted the school about this because I didn't want my child's education being jeopardised by someone else. I asked why this child wasn't in a special unit, or maybe with a special teacher who's got a bit more patience, maybe teaching this child to calm down and respect other pupils' learning. The head teacher helpfully contacted me and explained there was a new policy. Children who were repeatedly playing truant in other schools were removed from that school and placed with another school. Maybe a school with better truancy rates, with the hope that this would help them stay in education. I mean, I disagree with this. I understand the concept, but I disagree with it. I mean, why should my child be in a class with a disruptive child? I mean, that's my thoughts. What do you think?